Ouch, was that a ghost?
Ouch, was that a ghost?
With Liss
And Lee.
and
Billy.
Yay!
Billy's joining us today from...
I'm from Plymouth, Massachusetts.
You gotta plug your YouTube.
Oh yeah. KTD Sports Cards for sports card content. If you like that kind of stuff, come see me.
Wait,
Yeah,
Plymouth is a very haunted town?
very haunted. The house that I'm in right now was built in 1725, and like John Hancock used to live here,
Ooh.
and it's got all kinds of stuff have happened at this. I'm not even gonna be talking about this house, but this is just I live in a haunted house.
What? I
too.
didn't know Plymouth was
Shut
like that.
up.
I do.
You live in one now?
I do.
You have to tell us what goes on there. What?
So I haven't even like personally dealt with anything here, but like some of my other cousins have lived here in the past, and they talk about there's like a blue lady on the third floor.
Dressed
like
in
my
blue
aunt.
or her skin is blue?
Like I think she like glows blue.
Bullshit. I'm
That's
calling it.
That's what
I'm
told.
calling it.
So it's on the third floor of this house. I live on the first floor, and the third floor apartments, one apartment up there. That's where all the stuff goes down up there. So I've heard of like the lady that lives there now told me like her refrigerator door will just open, and
It's a hungry ghost.
yeah, exactly.
He's got to leave
would
out a
be
couple
me as a
midnight
ghost.
snacks, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Leave out a midnight snack or you're fucked.
Rummaging through
Exactly.
the cabinets. You hear
Yeah, I
popcorn
usually upside
popping.
down in the morning. You know. But yeah, so yeah, this house was originally owned by a slave captain. The house I'm currently in now, yeah. So there was slaves kept in the basement here. The house right like 2 houses over was part of the Underground Railroad at one point back in the
That's
day.
so cool.
Yeah.
So you're in like a very historic neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like right down the street from Plymouth Rock. Very historic place.
So
We
We should go hot dog his house. I think I have
No.
enough information to find out where he
Oh.
is.
Go hot
Hot
dog my
dog?
house.
Hot dog his house, yeah.
What,
Don't worry
so,
about it.
Is that no hot dogs? What does that accomplish? The raccoons are
you.
just gonna have hot
It
dogs.
feeds the ghost
then-
for a week.
You're welcome.
So another thing about this house, it was back in the day, like it was years later after John Hancock owned the house and stuff. Another person owned the house, and they like evicted one of the tenants here,
Hmm.
and they
I'm
went
sorry,
and said
can I
that
stop for 1
Yeah.
second? John Hancock owned the actual house you're in?
yeah, he lived here too.
I thought you meant you were in the area where he lived.
No,
That's
at this
freaking
house,
crazy.
Right?
No.
You shit where he shit. That's
Right.
awesome.
I'm
right?
sorry, I won't
Same
interrupt you
toilet.
again. I am just so excited.
We have a history nerd here.
Yeah. So
Wait,
come
but
by
I'm,
sometime, let's give you a tour.
can I bring you back to the whole basement thing? I forget what you said about basement.
He can't stand
The
us
sl-
right now. We won't even
There
let
were-
him
there
talk.
was-
I know.
No, there were slaves held in this basement.
Do you know if anyone passed away? Like any of the slaves passed away in the basement?
I don't know that one way or the
Have
other.
you ever encountered anything in the basement?
No, and I'm actually in the basement a lot here because I also like have storage down there.
Mhm.
So I'm down there pretty often. I want to. I want something to go falling off the shelf or something, but I
Yeah,
haven't
you
seen
say
it.
that now. Just go up to the third floor.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, exactly. So I want the ghost following me back downstairs.
Please dropping
that's
some
where
hot dogs
problems
off
happen.
soon.
I'll leave a trail from the third floor to your apartment.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I'm
Everyone.
sorry. Continue. We'll stop interrupting you.
All right, I'm all done.
I'll try.
Someone got evicted back in the day, right? And like this was in like the 1800s, and they said that they're gonna go tell everyone this house was haunted. So it actually went to trial, and the courts couldn't prove that this house was not haunted. So this house is one of the only house in America that's like documented as being a haunted house, like actually.
That is
It is-
such a good idea.
Yeah.
Trial, especially
Yeah.
back then.
I'm so gonna use that. So, like, do you think if you touch the blue glowing woman, you would turn blue too?
I don't know. I don't want to find that out. You know? Become a ghost is not what I'm trying to do.
So who has seen it there? Your cousins?
Yeah, so my aunt has a lot. My aunt Anne Marie. She was
Mhm.
actually just talking about it yesterday when I saw her. She would never like tell the daughters they were young at the time about it. But yeah, she'd say like at night there'd be a blue lady wandering around. She opened the door, there she is.
And she just dealt with it. That's what your mother did to us too, though.
It runs in the family.
What
That's
did
great.
my mom do?
When I'd go and babysit you when you were little, and all these weird things would happen, and your mother would be like, "No, it's fine. Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
What are you guys,
Hey,
part of the government? What's good with all these cover-ups?
I don't know. The house in Kingston where I lived was highly haunted. That was on Kennedy Road in Kingston. There was a lady ghost that was there, and I like remember her vividly.
Ooh.
Yeah. I lived there until I was 5 or 6. It's weird, like you think about it back then, like what you see since day one, you kind of think is always like you don't think it's odd because it's always been there. Do you know what I mean? So like,
Yep.
I didn't think twice about this until like later in life. I remember her being like pale with long black hair, right? And I feel like she was nice though. I like there was never anything like bad. Like I don't remember there being bad energy. You know. One time I remember vividly. You know Justin, obviously.
Yeah.
Me and Justin are like the same age. We were young, and we got into a fight one time, like shoving, like just like or
Little
what I don't
punk.
know, but we got into it. You know what I mean?
I think it holds his own. Your
Multiple.
little brother Maddie, he was the one that would fight dirty. Out of all you guys,
Oh yeah.
Maddie would be like, he'd grab a stick. He wouldn't just fight. He'd grab a tool, and he was the only dirty fighter out of the four.
I don't know.
Not the only. Joey would throw knives at us. So that was much
He was
dirtier
always
than
a
what
sweet
Matt would ever
boy
do to us.
whenever I watched him. He was such a good kid.
With Joey?
Yeah, you and Joey were like such little angels. Kevin was a little rambunctious, and Maddie was just psycho. He was always into something, ripping something down, ripping something apart, come back with a bug or something. Like he was always doing something.
Yeah.
I don't know when the last time you talked to Justin was, but he is completely bald. He has all the facial hair, but his head is completely bald, and he is huge. Like, he's chunky. He gained some weight. Chunky huge.
Not
He
ripped.
didn't, no, not ripped.
Big jack?
He has a beer gut. Like, well, not a beer gut, but it looks like one. He's
Yeah,
fat now.
This guy's straight. He's fat now.
He is. He is.
But he's been a beanpole his whole life. You and him have the same build. Like,
Yeah. But Matt, actually, speaking of Matt, he's also bald right now.
oh, is he?
But, yeah. And tatted up, but he's not fat. He's
Pull his
cut.
own tooth out when he was a child to get
Yes,
military
he did.
money.
Yes, he did.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
explaining to you, he was a fresh kid.
Yeah, so me and Joey are a year apart, so we're like losing teeth around the same time. Like we're getting money from the tooth fairy, and Matt was very jealous of that, and he took like these like vice grips and popped it right out.
What?
Yeah,
He's a fucking psycho.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not like a bad kid. That's a fucking psychotic ass child.
It didn't hurt anyone else. Well, he did, but like
Oh my
doing
God.
that-
If I saw him do that in front of me, I'd kick the shit out of him, knock the rest of those suckers out. What
it was
the
more shocking. It was shocking than like I wasn't mad. I was like, oh my God.
I would think he was possessed. I would think he's possessed. I would
You would
kick
just
the
start
shit-
throwing hot dogs at him.
Yeah, it's hot dog.
You get an S-bar. Another one.
Aspire, she goes straight for the $1 hot dog.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna
Give him pen
I'm not gonna
right
Kayam your house. The hell?
You're not wasting Hebrew nationals on that.
Screw you guys. I love S-bars.
Sorry,
But
we
yeah,
keep going
so
off
I remember the
topic.
lady. So yeah, she broke up a fight between me and Justin. I remember that vividly.
Wait, she went in and broke it up? We
Yeah.
so derailed you. I'm sorry about that. She
No, it's
went in
alright.
and you felt her hands? Or like, how did she break it up?
I-
I need more details.
Okay, so me and Justin were like face to face, right? And I just remember her being like next to us. I don't remember if I ever felt her touching me, but she definitely like separated us. He walked off, stormed off, and I stormed off my way, but we were definitely separated by her.
You guys all respected her. You were like, oh, she said no. She said stop
Yeah, 'cause,
and walked away.
Yeah,
I'm
What?
she's an
speechless.
adult, like, you know, so you.
I know. I don't even
just-
have a funny joke. I don't know what to say. I tried, but that failed.
That was thinking at the time, just like whatever. Like I was more mad about whatever me and Justin got into it about.
You guys are
Then-
like, stupid ghost. I wanted to fuck him up.
Yeah,
Like, what
Yeah.
in the world?
yeah.
The big thing I remember about that house is you guys had that dog. And I
Pudgy.
don't know if you remember that door in your kitchen. And it was
Yeah.
super heavy. Like, I had to struggle to open it. So I was
The
like,
one-
there's no way you guys could have opened it. But the dog, I'd have him out and he'd be downstairs. Like somebody
Yeah.
would let him out.
That's crazy. Because they talk about the door that goes down to the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that door was like a heavy door. And like I couldn't open that door.
Yeah, I had
When
to
I
like
lived there.
use all my might and lean back to pull it open. And I was a teenager at the time, but there's no
Yeah.
way because you guys were all like, I don't know, like 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you guys weren't doing it. And I remember one night I did the dishes and somebody put them away and you guys were all sleeping.
Even if we were adults, we wouldn't have put him away.
I know, but like
It
what a
definitely
weird thing
wasn't
to
us.
do. And I was like, am I going crazy? And then
So
I
she
just
was
like
just-
talked it up to like she was helpful.
It was
Yeah, no,
very
she
helpful.
was a like a good energy ghost. There was nothing bad about her.
I'm so jealous. We should. Can we switch?
I talked to my dad about this yesterday too, because I told him I asked him if he remembered anything
Mhm.
about it, and he told me that one morning he did construction and everything. So he was driving to Boston in the morning, around like 5 a.m. And he said that he pulled out and looked up at like the window where I was in as a baby, and what he thought was my mom looking over the crib and stuff. And so later on, he was like, "Linda, you were up early this morning. Was Billy crying or something?" And she was like, "Nope, I was not up this morning. Not me.
Ah!
I slept till like 8, whatever, you know."
The ghost was like, have a good day.
Yeah. So my dad was like, I think he told me she may have waved to him too. He couldn't remember or not.
She was literally playing housewife for an hour. Oh my god. She was like, "Bye, Daddy. Put the dishes away. Put the baby back to
Yeah.
sleep." Oh
Let
no.
the dog out.
Yep.
I mean, good for Linda. She got to sleep in a little bit, but
Yeah, right.
jeez.
Didn't
Yeah.
somebody say that they got tucked in by her?
Someone got tucked in by, I don't know.
Wasn't it Justin?
It was Justin or Kevin that told me that.
Oh, really?
When
I was hoping you'd know
no,
the whole
maybe it was
story.
Kevin.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. My dad was always telling me about the story with Brenda. Brenda was sleeping over one night, and she wakes up middle of the night and she's freaking out because she saw a ghost sitting in like a chair watching her sleep. So Brenda freaks out, runs upstairs to my parents, right, and she's telling them, freaking out, there's a ghost downstairs. I'm not going back down there, this and that. So then my dad goes downstairs, and as he goes downstairs, my dog Pudgy, who you're saying, jumped through the front window. She's never done that before. Right through the glass window, shattered the window.
What do you think she was so afraid and she wanted to get out? Or like what would possess a dog to do that?
I don't know. It's just so weird that Brenda saw a ghost, you know.
Oh,
5 minutes
definitely.
later, Pudgy's jumping through a window, which she had
Do you-
never done. Pudgy wasn't a crazy dog like that, really, you know.
Yeah, and
like-
if she knew the ghost from being around for so long, why would she jump out that day? I wish we knew the history of that house.
I know. We should have my mom come on the podcast.
Oh, that would be such a good idea.
I'm sure she remembers more firsthand stuff because I was young, you know. I'm
Joey,
sure she
go.
remembers
I
that
mean,
night
not Joey.
vividly.
Stop calling him Joey.
Sorry. There's like 10 of you. Billy.
4.
You should. Oh, there's 4, huh? I don't know. I thought there was more. You should go to the new tenants today and be like, "Hey, have you guys experienced anything?"
I've thought about that in the past.
Is
I
my
honestly have.
babysitter still here?
Yeah. So we used to have toys that used to just turn on randomly too.
That's
Which
so
is weird.
creepy.
It's weird. I remember one. It was an old toy called a Bumble Ball. It was like 90s toy, and that specifically I remember just being like I was like looking at it and just turning on, and it would be a ball that would just like bounce around. It was like an oddly shaped ball, so it would be
Oh my
like bouncing around
gosh.
crazy and stuff. It was in the
Remember that
basement.
ball.
Mhm.
It was like the thing with like all the spiky things, right? On the side.
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
But I don't remember how it turned on.
I thought you had to there was a button or something. I don't know, but I remember that was freaked me out.
I wonder if she
That's
was trying to
creepy.
play with you guys.
It could have been.
Yeah, to
Probably
kill
just-
you. Come here, Billy. Come here.
Yeah. Lure you over to the other side. That's all I kind of remember from that house. My grandparents live in another house in Plymouth. It's an original like a pilgrim lived there. It's from the 1600s.
What? How do you
Yeah.
have all this in your life?
I don't know.
I'm so jealous.
I don't know. Shit
But-
just follows me.
So that house, I've dealt with some like craziness there. Like,
This is the one on White Horse Beach?
no, this is the one on Sandwich Street.
Okay.
It's yeah, it's like real old. It's like it was originally like a pretty small house and it's been built off of, so it's been like extended.
Mm-hmm.
But there was like a well there they dug one time, and they found all
wells
these
are so
spoons.
creepy.
Yeah, wells are the creepiest thing. So
I'm
they
sorry,
found
you said I
Huh?
keep interrupted you. I'm gonna really, I 100% promise. Stop.
Shut
You
up.
said they found spoons in the well.
Yeah, all kinds of spoons and like different tools and plates and all kinds of stuff. So one night I like slept in this guest bedroom with two of my cousins, Amanda and Ashley. And they slept on there's two like single beds, and I slept on the floor in the middle. I wake up and I'm outside the room. Like it's like top of the stairs, and there's like a little landing area, and then there's a door. And I'm on like the landing area, and I'm sweating to death. I'm like, what the hell? And I go to open the door's locked. So I like knock on the door, and my cousin Amanda opens the door, and I was like, what is wrong with you guys? She's like, what are you talking? Like I could tell that she was like, she just woke up. She was like 3 a.m. Didn't screw with me. And I was like, this is crazy. So I didn't sleep. I just laid there for the rest of the morning.
Hell yeah, I would have done the same thing. I would have called my mom and be like, you could pick me up.
Yeah, they would have laughed
Oh
at
my
me.
god.
So I was already freaked out there. But so another time there, I was like, after school, I went there and I was getting like picked up to go to like basketball practice or something. So I was just like in like this pantry, and I was like looking through cookies and stuff. And in my ear, I hear, get the F out. Like yelling at me, get the F out of here. And I was, see you later, out the door.
How old
Like,
were you?
I was like 15.
Maybe
Okay.
it was like a fitness coach. Were you getting porky?
Yeah, but that's none of their business. Right?
It's so creepy.
Yeah.
Did-
So that house, I like hate that. I have such bad vibes at that house every time I go
Mhm.
there. It's so freaking. And they
Wow.
like have antiques everywhere too, so it makes it creepier.
They say antiques can bring some creepy shit.
And you can
Yeah.
feel if something's good or bad. And if you
Yeah.
get that bad vibe, that's
Yeah.
supposed to be there.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can you tell us a joke?
You a joke. I wish I was prepared for a joke.
We like it off guard. We like when you're
Off
caught off
guard.
guard.
All right, I have a joke. One of my brothers told a police officer when he told him to call him a funny guy again. He said, "What did one snowman say to the other snowman?
Don't melt.
Smells like carrots."
Uh,
Because they have carrot noses, right? I don't know.
oh, I didn't get it.
It's funnier around Christmas, probably.
That's a crappy joke. It's really
I know.
bad.
You
You
go
put me on the
with a joke.
spot. I was not ready for a joke.
No,
I got
please,
great
go ahead.
jokes if I
You
knew.
drop a joke.
Oh,
Let's hear
shit.
yours.
All right.
You got to put her on the spot sometimes too. You
Yeah,
know?
right, or you have to like sound like a goat.
What did the Mexican say at the party?
Alicia,
What? We
What
have
did
a spot.
what did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet?
Oh, this isn't fair. You prepared. That's why you had me go
I
first,
didn't
because you knew.
prepare. Me and
such a
Mike
liar.
tell dad jokes all day, every day. We think they're the
You're
funniest
not
things in
even
the
a
world.
dad.
I know, but they're just so funny to me.
All right, what was it? I'm sorry.
What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet?
Oh, look, there's Billy.
Hope not.
Well, he said supplies.
Oh,
So stupid. I don't even know how to think of a joke. Like, how do you formulate that in your head? We're
Billy,
gonna
you love
pretend that
this?
made sense.
You can get back to your story after she finds a joke on the internet, which she's going to pretend is hers.
All right, shut up. What did the 0 say to the 8? That belt looks good on you.
nice.
All right, screw you
Good
guys.
one.
Nice.
What did the baby corn say to the mama corn? Where's the
Layers?
popcorn? All right, you
Yeah.
know what? Whatever.
Ah.
I just looked up professional jokes and you guys didn't laugh. What's
But
your
yeah,
favorite thing to drink?
I don't know if I have much more ghost stories though. I do have one from North Carolina when I lived there. Do you want to know that?
Yes,
Because
we
course
wanna
we
know
do.
all.
there was a cemetery on the land on the same like yard that I lived in.
No.
What do you
Why would
just
you move there?
Not our choice. Just
That's all you do is live in haunted houses and near cemeteries.
I know it's craziness. It's crazy. But this house was like out in the country in North Carolina. It was like a family graveyard. You pass it on the way to this dirt bike trail, and you like drive out in the woods. This dope dirt bike trail. My friend Adam come over one day, and this graveyard has like a hump over the top of it. I don't know if you guys have seen those before. They're like bigger down south, it seems like. So my friend Adam's over. He drives a go-kart over the effing things. Like
Why?
because he's being an asshole. I don't
want to
know.
be
Wait, can I
haunted?
stop you right
Yeah.
there?
Mhm.
Don't be shy, Billy. I want you to say that F word.
I don't know about like monetizing and if like you know what I mean,
No, as long as
swearing on
you
Spotify.
advertise yourself as
Say it.
explicit, then you can swear as much as you want.
Say it.
Oh, okay.
You just can't
Alright.
be like offensive. You know
Drop
what I mean?
one
Gotcha.
swear. Go.
Fuck.
Ah!
Well, all right. Episode's gone. So your friend drove over burial grounds and now he's haunted and what?
Yeah, so he drives over them, and I'm like, when he did it, I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, it's just out of disrespect. I don't even step on graves, just out of like disrespect. Like, I just, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I would never do that. So he drives over him, and so later that night, me and him are sleeping out in the living room, like on the couches and stuff. And he's like, he wakes up, he's shaking me. He's like, Billy, your dogs are going crazy in the backyard. And he looks out the window, and he's like, it's funny. I just made this connection. He's telling me there's blue glowing people outside, walking through my
People?
yard.
So the whole
Shut the
family
hell
came
up.
to
Freaking out.
fuck him up.
Yeah, yeah. And I
What
was
is
like,
blue? We gotta look into that.
yeah, it was, so I didn't even look, right? And because I was like pissed, and I was like, of course there is, you idiot. Of course there's fucking ghosts walking through the yard now, because you would drive through all their graves. So yeah, he never came back over. He
And
was
the
terrified.
dogs know. Animals know.
Yo, yeah.
And now there's one on your third floor.
Yeah, it was one on the third floor. So I had probably at the time 5 or 6 dogs out there. That's
a lot
I
of
could hear
dogs.
them. I could hear them going crazy. We had way more dogs than that. Craziness. Craziness.
What
Yeah,
kind of
North
dogs were
Carolina. Mutts. Every dog you can think of. So we had one dog. And my mom's boyfriend said that they were gonna put this dog down that was pregnant.
Aw.
Oh.
So we took that dog in. She had puppies. Her name was Holly, named after Grandma Hollis. And what's it called? So she had puppies. So we kept a couple of those dogs, and then my other dog had puppies, and then these same 2 dogs just kept having puppies, nonstop, litters of 10 to 15 puppies. And we'd keep some, and then there was inbreeding going on,
Oh
and it was
gosh.
madness. So,
Wait a minute.
at one time,
Where'd you say you were-
dogs?
Where were you
this is
again?
North Carolina. This is the South. We were in the country.
Yikes.
We're selling these dogs at Winn-Dixie, in the parking lot, holding up dogs, selling them for $20 each.
Oh,
We had 25 dogs at one time.
One time I went to DR and we were driving and I was sitting in the back of the pickup and there were all these people on the street trying to sell money. DR is Dominican Republic. And all these people
Yep.
were trying to sell things to get money and there's flowers, there's candy, there's empanadas, there's pinchos, which is a hot dog on a stick, and there's all this different stuff. And then this guy comes over with a shit ton of puppies. I mean, they were flea infested. They were freaking 2 days old. They should not have been away from their mother. And he was like, oh, 50 pesos. I was like, all right, fuck it. Bought this dog, bought all these things, got its vaccines, and then I just left it there with my family and took off. Yeah. Didn't think it was going to end that way.
Life. Do you know if the
did.
dog's
It
still?
did.
Do you know if
Yeah.
the dog's still around?
Yeah, they keep it for me, and they're like, oh, it's your dog, da-da-da. I haven't gone to see it in 4 years. Granted, I don't
Oh.
have the money to go out there, and then COVID hit and all that crap, but, yeah, they still take care of the dog for me.
That's
All
good.
right,
So
I
you saved
lied.
the dog's
I
life,
lied.
basically.
I lied. They
That's
don't take care of the dog for me. They gave it to someone down the street.
Someone's taking care of the dog
What is
somewhere,
wrong
right? That's
with you?
good.
I felt guilty for saying no, but then I also felt guilty for lying, so I had to tell the truth. A neighbor has the dog now, as far as I know.
Lee,
Hmm.
do you know how a dog stops a TV show?
By going roof?
He presses pause.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I get it.
Nice.
Lee, do you want to read Mike's thing that he sent in?
Okay. You really know how to catch people on the spot. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Billy, it's so crazy that you have all these stories. We actually know another fan of ours, Mike, who encountered similar things to you as well. So Mike couldn't be here today, unfortunately, even though we definitely invited him to be, and he just bailed on us. But he said that I remember going to my Aunt Linda's house to stay the night with all of my cousins. I was young, but had memories of it being an older house with creaky sounds and noisy when the wind blew. No shit. So was every other house. But as far as ghosts, are you fucking kidding me? Why am I reading this? But as far as
Just keep it.
as far as ghosts, I never as But as far as ghosts, I never witnessed one or was too young to realize. My mother had told me of stories of some strange presence in the house that she had felt and seen on occasion. Most of the time, it would be in the shape of an older woman staring out the window as we drove away, and no one was home. But so that's kind of creepy. So that's similar to what your dad saw. He never saw anything, but his mother did. So yeah, she just waved goodbye. She was kind of just like a hello, welcome, goodbye type of ghost.
Guys, don't fight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She just kept
The dishes.
made sure she kept people coming back. Separated them when things got too rough. That was good. That was good. He also says that his mom said that she had seen a floating woman going around corners as they entered rooms. The weirdest time was when she called out, "If any ghost is here, leave us alone," and the lights started to flicker.
That was Auntie Gail.
Creepy. Yes, I
Wait, who said that, Gail or Linda?
Gail.
Gail. Wow.
That's why she wanted no part of that place. I remember her being like, I'm not going over there anymore. She hated any of that stuff when we were little. She was like, do not bring a Ouija board in this house or else you're sleeping outside with it. Like, she never liked anything supernatural.
That's so funny about the Ouija board. I like get creeped out near Ouija boards. I don't want them near me. I don't want to be in the same room as them. If I see them at like a flea market, I walk all the way around.
Yeah, I'm petrified of them because I'm always afraid if someone uses them, they're not going to close it right, and then you're going to have something with you. Unless you 100% know how to use it, you shouldn't be messing with it.
I agree.
In my middle school, in my math class, we had game day, and guess what was part of the game day? There was a freaking Ouija board. Like, how do you let middle schoolers play with that? I get it. Not everyone believes in this. There's a lot of skeptics, but why test it? Why test it? Don't give a bunch of...
Can I say why? Do you know how you have to be 21 to buy alcohol, right? You can be 5 years old, walk into Walmart, and buy a Ouija board.
It's insane.
I think that's a problem.
I agree. It's crazy.
But I remember when we were little, we didn't have toys either. So in the middle, like, our game nights were always, like, seances or trying to do, like, light as a feather, stiff as a board.
What the hell?
Because we were, like... I grew up way before you did, and that was what we did. We didn't have all, like, Nintendos. We didn't have, we had Nintendos, but no one was playing it.
Did anything, like, go, like, when you did that stuff, did anything, like, crazy happen?
Well, I never did it serious. We used to screw with each other, like...
My brother Matt and my cousin Ashley used a Ouija board one time, and they were up in the attic. And this is what they told me, that they were doing it, and they were talking to somebody. I forget what the name was. They ran out of there. The Ouija board's still up there.
They didn't close it out? That's why you have to say goodbye. You leave them in your attic.
Yeah, they took off.
That's what happened to your blue lady. Somebody Ouija boarded it up there and left her up there.
Probably.
Now she just has to look for snacks all day.
Yeah. It's probably nothing good either.
Lee, do you have any Ouija board?
Fuck no. I never touched those things. I know better. I saw the movie Ouija board. Get out of here. It's a decent movie.
Is it?
I really hope I'm not making that up. But I'm pretty sure there's a movie called Ouija board that I saw.
There is. There definitely is.
Okay. Sometimes I just be making shit up without realizing it.
Have you seen the show Portals to Hell with Jack Black? It's on some History Channel or something. But they were at the house behind mine last summer. They do like ghost tours out of there. The ghost tours, I should have told you that. The ghost tours come to my house.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah, I should have said.
Go to your house and visit you.
Yeah, come on by.
And we can go to the house behind you too. Do you have to schedule?
We can go maybe. Yeah, because it's like a shop. I don't know when they're open, but I can find out.
Can you please? Because I really want to do it.
We can do the ghost tour. Like I said, he stops at my house and they talk about my house.
That's how you know all these facts?
No, I know this from other stuff. I've never even been on the ghost tour.
He's like, I'm not paying for shit. I'm gonna just listen out the window.
No, I know this. From you.
I want to bring
That's awesome.
What's that?
I want to bring like one of those EVPs or something and walk through and see because you probably have so much activity there.
Probably. You're welcome anytime to come by. We can go.
Who lives on the third floor?
This lady, she's nice.
Oh, no family members, right?
So a
No.
lady lives alone with the blue
Yep.
lady, and she just
Yep.
wow. No. So technically, she has a roommate that refuses to pay rent. Wow.
She told me they had to have a talk recently and to stop opening the
No.
refrigerator door and the cabinets and stuff.
Are you joking or are
Hell
you serious?
yeah.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious.
Did she
She told me that,
respond?
like,
The blue
4
lady.
months ago. I don't know. I need to follow up with her.
You need to
Please,
follow
I need
up,
to know.
please.
Yeah.
How was her electric bill? I need to know.
How's her electric bill?
Well, because leaving the fridge open, light stays on. I would assume
No, I
that would
get
make the electric
it.
bill.
But
I get it.
Okay. Boom, cha.
Food goes bad. Whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are welcome to come here anytime. We'll go on the ghost tour. We'll go to my basement.
Nice. And you're welcome to actually listen to our podcast at any time.
Oh, I didn't know, so I will now. Now that I have the invite, I will.
We're
Nice.
on Apple too.
We are.
You're
Apple
what?
Podcast,
We're on-
Audible.
We're
Yeah,
on
I
all
follow
platforms.
you on Spotify.
Listen to
Nice.
the doll stories because Lee loves hearing about dolls. She doesn't get freaked out.
Does not get freaked out.
Don't
I'm
do
being
this.
sarcastic.
I know.
She did one on Robert the doll that she hates, and as soon as we were done recording it, her lights in her house started flickering, and her computer shut down, and we went downstairs, and all this smoke came out of the ground. But
All the
it was
what?
all smoke came out of the ground, but it was all explainable because people were working in the first floor doing electrical work, and they were sanding the floor. So it all had a reason behind it, but it was like perfect timing that we thought
Yeah.
that we'd like open some weird portal or something.
I was
Like,
so
what
scared.
did we do? I sit in the living room, I'm going, sorry, Robert, sorry.
I need to listen to that doll story. But is Robert the doll? Is that your doll?
No, it's in
No.
the Zach Bagans Museum in
Imagine.
Las
Oh,
Vegas.
okay.
It's a really
so
haunted
I know
doll,
what you're
though.
talking about.
And there's also an episode with my personal experience of a haunting, if you would like to know. I went through scarier shit, if you ask me.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all this.
No problem. Thanks for
know.
having me on.
Imagine if you ended up with blue hot dogs on your lawn.
That'd be strange.
Bye.
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 Thanks so much for listening.
If you have a story you'd like us to share, email us at ouchwasthataghost@yahoo.com.
Don't forget to follow our Facebook page, Ouch, Was That a Ghost?